Hi guys, and welcome back to Pass and Move. And for today's episode, we've got, as promised, the game against Czech Republic in the European qualifying groups, of course. And as you can tell, or if you remember from the last episode, we are in the top of the table clash. So we did beat Macedonia last time round to really send them down the table, but Czech Republic did take their place. However, if we beat them, we really do start to separate ourselves from the rest of the group. Of course, we are 4 points away, so a loss isn't the end of the world, but a win would be a huge win, of course, a huge 3 points. But yeah, nothing to update you on since the last episode. We did just show you that Macedonia game, and we will only be showing you the Czech Republic game. Won't make sense to show you Montenegro. We will see, depending on these next couple of fixtures, what other games we should show you. If we feel like we've already qualified and safe, then the next episode is likely to be the European Championships themselves. So let's talk about who we called up for this international break. So in terms of goalkeepers, it's been a bit of a disappointment with Joe Hart getting injured after we called him up. So Jack Butland, Jordan Pickford and Fraser Forster all get the call up. Jordan Pickford finally back in the Premier League with Reading. He's had to move clubs, but now that he's in the Premier League, we can finally go back to picking him for the national team. In terms of left backs, Luke Shaw and Danny Rose still dominate that position, and in terms of the right back, it's kind of straightforward with Klein and Walker still going at it, competing with each other, but of course Klein is the first choice. Central defence though is, as always, disappointing as ever. Stones gets called up, as well as Jones, Cook and Shawcross, who all have the most game time. Jones actually managing to pick up some decent game time there as well. But the likes of Chris Smalling, Keane, Holgate, all of these players just not playing enough for the clubs to be called up or to be considered in a serious manner. In terms of midfield, kind of disappointing. We're back to picking players who don't really deserve to be picked just because of their, we don't want to go too low in terms of ability, do we? But yeah, Dele Alli, Dyer, Henderson, and still pretty much make up our front, midfield four, as well as Lallana. The likes of Wilshere and Sterling only get a nod because other players aren't playing enough game time, and they are the highest in terms of ability. Of course, we don't want to go anywhere less than 2.5 stars for ability. You don't want to start calling up some under 19s, under 21s, and whatnot. When they're not necessarily ready for the team. But yeah, so, James Ward-Prowse, I think even Lingard, who else is it? Yeah, James Ward-Prowse and Lingard are actually deserving of the call-up. Wilshere and Sterling are the only ones, and that pretty much makes up our midfield. So strikers, Kane and Rashford always make it, as always. They are the first choice striker duo. Vardy and Wilson also get the call up due to just playing enough game time. But to be honest, this time round it was actually quite difficult to not select some players such as the likes of Dini, Berahino, who have featured first regularly during our save. But unfortunately for them, Vardy and Wilson have just been playing better. They've been playing incredible as well. It's just that all of our strikers in form, so it was a little bit tough to pick these two. But we just picked them based on, better rating, I suppose. But yeah, so we can finally kick off, and we'll just quickly go ahead and make a team here for you guys. So naturally we'll go with the ones with the most ability. Pickford hasn't played as well as Forster, so Forster can get the nod for being the backup goalkeeper. And Klein, naturally the first choice right back as discussed. Walker can get on the bench. Same with Luke Shaw and Danny Rose. In terms of centre defence, Stones of course starts in the ball playing defender, which is perfect. And then we've got 3 choices here, and now it will depend on the performances they've had so far in the Premier League. So it looks like Steve Cook so far has had the best, and Shawcross has played quite well too, so he'll get on the bench as well as Jones, but in a lesser position, I suppose. Dyer, Henderson, and Ali always make up our midfield. An attacking midfield, it's kind of straightforward with Lallana. I guess Sterling, Wilshere, Ward-Prowse, they all kind of do make some sense, I suppose. But yeah, let's sort this out according to position. So I don't think we have an out-and-out backup defensive midfielder this time. And we've accidentally selected 2 attacking midfielders, but Lingard can play, in some type of capacity as a central midfielder. So we'll keep Sterling as a backup to Lallana. Wilshere can be, the midfield, of course, on the bench. Ward-Prowse and Lingard finally there. Has Ward-Prowse played better or Lingard? I think it's Ward-Prowse. Anyways, Rashford on the left as an advanced forward, Kane playing the support role as a complete forward on support, and Wilson and Vardy both having great games. And it'll be tough to see. No, never mind. Vardy's just been playing better. Alright then, so there you go, that's our team. Now we just have to keep an eye on fitness quickly. There you go, everyone's fit. And let's kick off against this exciting game against Czech Republic. So, as mentioned earlier, 3 points is the target, as always. And it'll be interesting to see how we can perform. So, Macedonia, as you can see, are playing Montenegro, so they're having a kind of a, you know, a clash that's of importance. It's not that like they're playing San Marino, so they're not guaranteed the 3 points, and neither are we. Czech Republic going for an interesting Christmas tree formation here, a 4-3-2-1, and no one playing with wingers. So it'll be interesting what type of midfield, which midfield today wins basically. And we're playing with our strongest midfield possible, so I would expect us to dominate in that area. But football doesn't always meet your expectations. So let's kick off, and it is Czech Republic who get started on our way. Can we get the 3 points necessary to really push ahead from these other teams? And can we meet expectations? First of all, first corner, Stones. There you go. Stones answering my question. 1-0 to England. And that is a great way to start against Czech Republic at Wembley. So yeah, like I always like to point out, Czech Republic playing defensively. Despite going 1-0 down, they're still holding on to their guns, seeing if they can get us on the counter. So far, it looks like they are kind of dominating stats, but maybe that will adjust in a little bit of time. If not, we might have to consider going into control. And it looks like counter's not doing us too well. That being said, though, it has just gone up, so maybe we can see a second goal here. Dele Alli to Lallana, Henderson to Kane. Can he find him through? Rashford? Yes, he can. And that is a tightest of ankles from Marcus Rashford and Kane. To be honest, all of those passes were really tight, and Czech Republic have acknowledged the 2-0 result and have gone back to defensive. Henderson, though, finds Dyer, not wasting any time. Dyer finds Dele Alli, who plays it through to Klein. Can he put good ball into box? Kane! Hit the crossbar, unfortunately. And Rashford getting fouled there. Well, it would have been nice to go into the break with 3-0, which could possibly still happen. Is it? No, despite those two chances, sorry. But yeah, 2-0 will do the job so far. No one's necessarily complacent, so I think we can go ahead and tell the boys to put in a good performance, which they have. Czech Republic, despite the stats, haven't necessarily created anything to worry us, and England have pulled away and shown their dominance towards the end of the half there. So it looks like we're okay with the counter. Butland, though, kicking it off. And Henderson's got the ball as a box-to-box midfielder. I want to see if Dyer's... Yeah, okay. I thought for a second he was playing as a deep line playmaker. I wanted to make sure he's a halfback. Probably explains why Klein's very happy to go forward. Kane through. What an angle. Doesn't go for the near post, goes for the far post instead. And England are 3-0 up and cruising in this game against Czech Republic. Let's see whether they're playing Modric actually. Where's Modric? Where would he be? Did he actually just come off? I think Modric just came off. We'll have a look at the teams later, I suppose. But yeah, coming up to 60th minute here, we do want to keep some players fresh for the next game. Alright, no one necessarily asking to come off just yet. But yeah, we do want to keep them fresh. We have to keep that in mind. Klein getting a goal of all people, and suddenly, 3 points is turning into absolute destruction of the decent Czech Republic team. Who's in goal for them? Not Czech. Do they not have the naming rights again, like Germany or something? It's a bit weird. How many players are missing? Alright, so Henderson's a bit tired. We can bring on Ward-Prowse for him. Lallana. Bring on Sterling. Dyer. Now this is where we have an issue. No one who can actually play. I'll just put Jones on, I guess. I was going to say no one that can play defensive midfield, and I wouldn't consider Jones ever to play that defensive midfield option or position. But because we are playing, a game in a few days' time, we do need to keep Dyer fresh because he is the only player who hasn't, That's the problem as well, that sometimes I consider the players who have played well and that's it, and I don't really consider whether I have the decent number there. So yeah, we have pulled away from Czech Republic, and it looks like Macedonia have managed to beat Montenegro, and suddenly they're the ones who are closest to us. But 5 points away, I'd say we're pretty safe. We've played almost half the fixtures. The next game will be half, and it is a game against Montenegro. If it was against Macedonia, I would have showed you it, but no sense in showing you that. So yeah, we did show you that Macedonia game last time, and I have a feeling, well, I mean, it would surprise me if by the time we get to the end, last game here, that Macedonia are still, you know, head to head with us. Czech Republic really should be battling out for that second spot. But yeah, let's see how the games goes. If you know, if I don't show you any of the qualifying group, I'm pretty sure you guys would be happy with that. It would make more sense to show you the actual competition than just the qualifying. We're kind of expected to qualify regardless. If we were playing with a smaller team such as San Marino, for example, I'd be showing you every single game with the, you know, the champions, the qualifications. But anyways, I think that will be all for today's episode. So if you did enjoy it, then please do hit the like button and subscribe for more Daily Football Manager 2017 content. And as always, guys, thank you all for watching.